I think it's the time has arrived where Greg should become the chief executive officer of the company at year end, and I want to spring that on the directors effectively and give that as my recommendation. Let them have the time to think about what questions or what structures or anything they want, and then as the meeting following that, which will come in a few months, we'll take action on whatever the view is of the 11 directors. I think they'll be unanimously in favor of it, and that would mean that at year end, Greg would be the chief executive officer of Berkshire, and I would still hang around and could conceivably be useful in a few cases, but the final word would be what Greg said in operations, in capital deployment, whatever it might be. I could be helpful, I believe, in that in certain respects, if we ran into periods of great opportunity or anything. I think that Berkshire has a special reputation that when there's times of trouble for the government, that we are an asset and not a liability, which is a position that's very hard to have, because usually the public and government get very negative on business if there's a time like that. But so I think there might be a time when I'd be helpful, but Greg would have the tickets, and he would make, like I said, whether it's acquisitions, I think the board would be more welcome to giving him more authority on large acquisitions, probably if they knew I was around. But he would be the chief executive, period. And like I say, the plan is to, and Greg doesn't know anything about this until what he's hearing right now, but that, yeah, the board will be able to ask me questions tomorrow as to a little more of the specifics of what they should be thinking and all of that. But they'll digest it, and then at the next board meeting after that, if we, as I would guess we would, if they act, then obviously we have something to announce to the world. It's a material change in Berkshire, and we'll go forward with that operation, and I will play with a Ouija board or whatever, and that comes out in terms of doing things. But I will not. I have no intention, zero, of selling one share of Berkshire Hathaway. It'll get given away gradually. I would add this. The decision to keep every share is an economic decision, because I think the prospects of Berkshire will be better under Greg's management than mine. But I will come in and there may come a time when we get a chance to invest a lot of money, and if that time comes, I think it may be helpful with the board, the fact that they know I've got all my money in the company, and that I think it's smart, and I've seen what Greg has done. So that's the news hook for the day, fellow. Thanks for coming. The enthusiasm shown by that response could be interpreted in two ways, but I'll take it as a problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.